welcome you, our child leaders, to today's service. And before we continue, I want to share a story with you from a mighty warrior called Jephthah. In Judges chapter 11, verse 1 to 40. It talks about Jephthah being a mighty warrior, a man who was born in Gilead, and his father was called a Gilead because of the geography. His mother was a prostitute. Mighty warrior Jephthah was born of a polygamous father and a prostitute mother. One day, Gilead's wife got other sons, and they grew up. They chased Jephthah, saying, "We don't want you in our family because you are born of a different woman. We don't want you to inherit anything in our family because you are the son of another woman." Jephthah fled for his life. And he went to a place called Tob, where he got other strangers and stayed with. And Jephthah, one day, was disappointed in life. He was discouraged. At one time, Amorites went to war against Israel. They fought Israel, and the elders of Gilead decided to seek help from Jephthah. They moved to Jephthah's home at Gilead, at Tob, and they requested him, "Would you come, please, be our leader, our head and commander in fighting Amorites?" Jephthah got nervous. He got nervous. "You chased me when I was at Gilead. Why are you coming in such a time of trouble? Why are you coming in such a time of trouble?" And the elders from Gilead pleaded with Jephthah, "Nevertheless, forgive us, but kindly go with us, be our head and the commander of our army." Jephthah was tired and said, "Are we sure that if we go with you and the Lord granted us victory, that you will sustain me to be your head and the leader of your people?" And the elders said, "Our God is our witness of what we are saying. We shall live by the words we are saying." And Jephthah went with the elders from Tob to Gilead. Jephthah went with them from Tob to Gilead. Reaching Gilead, Jephthah got on his position as the head and the leader and the commander of the army. But before going and facing the Amorites at war, he established the reasons of the conflict. And he asked the leader of Amorites, "Why are you waging war against Israel? What have we done to you?" And the leader of Amorites said, "When you are coming from Egypt, you took our land from Jasper all the way to Jordan. Give us our land peacefully. Jephthah explained why they were occupying the land, why there was dispute over the territories. Jephthah sent the messengers again, explaining that Israel occupied the land because when we were coming from Egypt, we tried to pass the land of Moab, and your king did not accept. Nor the Amorite king did not accept. We stayed at Kadesh for a very long time. But God gave them land. God subjected the enemies to the hands of Israel. And that is why they stayed at their land. Jephthah gave another reason, that we are not only occupied because of what happened, but even the ancient days of King David. They lived in Heshbon for a long time, and so that is their land. Jephthah explained the reasons why they occupied the land. Nevertheless, the king of Amorites did never listen to what Jephthah was explaining. Never listen to what Jephthah was explaining. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah. And he crossed from Mizpah to the place of war and advanced against the Gileads. And Jephthah made a promise to the Lord that, God, if you will give me victory, I make this vow before you, that anything coming from my doorway, I will sacrifice before you, if you give me victory over Amorites. Jephthah, coming out of war and battles, having won the battles, Jephthah came with the joy of victory. But he was grieved when he saw his only daughter, only child, running, smiling to his father, dancing. And Jephthah wept before God, saying to his daughter, what have you done to me? I've made a vow before God. And his daughter said, Dad, do as power you promised to God. But before that, give me 2 months. I go and celebrate with my friends. Because I never got married. Jephthah gave the opportunity to his daughter. They went, celebrated, mourned for 2 months. And later they came back. Jephthah fulfilled his vow before God. Jephthah fulfilled his vow before God. Leaders, challenges in leadership are inevitable. We have challenges Every leader has challenges in his starting point in life. Jephthah was born of a prostitute. He was chased of his own brothers, and he fled of his life. You can have challenges in leadership because of your background. Maybe you are disappointed, but your beginning is not your fault. God has a plan of your future. Not only challenges in your background, but also every leader has a challenge to forgive others. Remember Jephthah, when chased to a place of strangers, and the same people who chased him, his own brothers, came and pleaded that go with us and be our leader, be the head and the commander. Jephthah said, why are you coming? Why do you need me when you are in trouble? But when the leaders pleaded for forgiveness, Jephthah forgave. He joined them, he supported them. Out of that, he forgave them with the sincerity. Not only leaders have challenges to forgive others, but also every leader has a challenge in conflict issues. Remember, the leaders from Amorites went to Jephthah seeking ways to resolve conflict between Amorites and Israelites. And Jephthah established the reasons. He asked, why are you fighting Israelites? As leaders, conflicts are there. But how do you respond to conflict? Conflict in our families, conflict in our churches, conflict in our community, even conflict with our nations. As leaders, how do we respond to conflict? Do we establish the reasons, the cause roots of conflicts? And do we face conflicts with the courage, like Jephthah? Finally, every leader has a challenge to be faithful. Every leader has a challenge to be faithful. Jephthah at his time, he asked God that if today you will give me to advance over the enemies, I promise to sacrifice anything coming from the doorway of our home. To his surprise, his only daughter, only child, came. Maybe Jephthah thought something different like an animal, but his only child, only daughter, a virgin, came out of the door. I encourage you leaders today that in life we have challenges, but we have the ability to overcome the barriers of the background, overcome the issues of forgiveness, overcome the issues of conflict by handling it well, and overcome the issue of faithfulness in our life. Your life is not determined of your past, nor distracted of your past. God has decided for good. God bless you as we work together as leaders to advance the kingdom of God. Be blessed.